This one is an album that is full of nostalgia for me. It's from my youth, and actually I was talking to a friend of mine who went to go and see them this week in Paris, and she was saying how amazing the concert is and asked me what my favourite song was, and I said I was the Viva La Vida era. I think that's my era of Coldplay, so let's give them a listen. Imagine singing to all those people. Oh wow. This is so cool. Ah! What a leap. Whatever you think of Coldplay, I know they get a lot of stick, but they write some good tunes. I think it's just the fact that they were so overplayed that people got a bit like, oh, Coldplay again, but really, it's good writing, it's good singing, and look, they're filling out stadiums. Apparently they did a record at the gig that my friend went to. She said that they filled out 4 nights of a big stadium in Paris, and apparently that's never happened before, so that's really cool. I love his vibrato as well. People having the best time is lovely. Interesting. You know what's so interesting? That I can't explain, letting it go to a really, really breathy place. I don't know on the record if he does that. Maybe he does. I also just love how he is able to jump around and he still sounds pretty flawless, pretty solid. His pitching is great. It's really, really full sounding. He has such a full tone and he sounds very strong, and it's just one of those voices that you feel safe with. And I think that often when you're doing a big performance like that, in some ways he doesn't do ridiculous things with his voice, but he is solid, and that is really what you need, and it's great songwriting. I really love them as a band. I love all their eco-friendly ideas, I guess. I know they said that they weren't going to tour, and they have done some tours, but they've tried to offset a lot of the carbon through various methods, and they do stuff like I don't really know, but they put like things on the floor so that it catches the kinetic energy from the crowd jumping, which is really, really cool. And they fuel things by like vegetable oil and things like that. If you want to check it out, just Google. They're doing some really, really great work. And also Billie Eilish, she's doing some great work as well. I just can't imagine singing to those people or being in that crowd, to be honest. You have to be so fit to run up and down there. I'm just pointing out, like, he ran all the way up and then still sounded like na, 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 na. I'd be like he looks like he runs though. So I know I'm going on about this, and I'm not digging into his vocals in technique in such a way, apart from the fact that he is very, very solid. But fitness is actually really important for singing. There has been a little bit of a weird thing around singing and weight, about how, you know, being a bigger singer might help you have a big voice, but really it doesn't actually work like that. Unless it's affecting the shapes on the inside of your vocal tract, then it's not really going to affect too much your voice. The things that can affect are if you are struggling breathing because you aren't as fit as you could be. There are arguments for the fact that some of those muscles around your ribcage become stronger if you have a bit of extra weight, because you have to move extra weight, but I actually think that really it's not going to make that much difference. Most of the things that do make difference are your technique or just your natural anatomy, and it's probably more down to the fact that people who naturally hold a bit more weight naturally have a certain voice type, rather than the other way around, that the weight causes any change in your voice. Like Adele's voice didn't really change when she lost loads of weight. That sound of the crowd is just amazing to me. It like gets me. Oh, how would that feel? That is so freaking cool. Oh man, they certainly put on a show. I think it is amazing, and it's amazing how well their songs travel through a stadium. I know that stadium performances, sometimes you can lose. I mean, I've been to many things in Wembley Stadium, and sometimes you kind of lose the essence of the band, but I don't think that is the case. And from my friend going to see Coldplay live in France, she said that really it felt like a really emotional experience and everyone was involved. So I'm really glad that they have that ability to kind of transcend physical space between people. Amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.